scheduled for one fall.
I used to feel
First up, from Cannonball Park, New York. Oh, excuse me. Representing the Crucible, Devantes.
Devantes making his TIW debut today. He is a Chikara graduate.
He looks like solid muscle.
He looks like a miserable human being. I like him.
You would know.
We smell our own.
And his opponents.
Also making his debut here, another graduate of Chikara, Joshua Wells. This is Johnny Patches. I am joined by Dominic Schmidt, and welcome to the pre-show for Snow Brawl 2020.
Glad to be here with you, Johnny Patches. Can't wait to call this action here in the ring. Back in TIW, and the first time in months for me. Excited to return.
How do you remember the last time you were here? Probably because I was on death's door.
Sounds about right.
I had a call in the miserable rain because Paul Laporte didn't pay the bills. We had to have our show outside.
Check those kick pads. I don't like those, something about those kick pads.
PJ Gonzalez is the official for this contest.
Alright. Are you ready? Yep. Are you ready?
Looks like the competitors are ready.
Yes, sir, yes. Ring the bell!
Devantes going low, changing levels.
There's that show of power that I predicted we'd see.
He's as wide as he is tall, and that is all muscle, folks.
Quickness of Joshua Wells getting out of the way of that splash.
Measuring him. Spinal tap. Oh, he is not going to move him.
Reverses it. Ducks under, though. Wow. Great transitions there with the leg, breaking that Irish whip.
Side headlock locked in. Push him off into the ropes.
Big shoulder block there, just as we expected from Devantes.
Leapfrog. Misses with a big drop kick. Devantes using his brain and not afraid to let this Pittsfield crowd know.
Joshua Wells, he's greasy. He's slipping out of every hold that Devantes gets in on him.
He is very lanky.
Boot there, preventing the offense. Big shotgun dropkick off the top rope.
Measuring him. Devantes quickly dropping to the mat and getting out of the ring.
Brains as big as his muscles.
Taking a chance to catch his breath, but Joshua Wells catching him from behind the forearm. Another stiff chop. PJ up to a 5 count.
Big forearm. Joshua Wells not playing around on the outside.
He runs right into an inside knee lift. Reversal throws him into the ring to break the count. Joshua Wells back in. Forearm shiver. And another knocking Devantes into the ropes. Irish whip reversal.
Huge spine buster there, double A.
Very enforcer-esque. Only gets a 2 count though.
dragging Wells up by the hair. Big power slam. Great offensive power here by Devantes. Turning him over and slamming him down. Another big slam. That's going to take the breath out of you that you just regained.
And Devantes keeping the pressure on him. Double arm suplex.
What a show of force.
Shoulder up a 2.
Surprising just a 2.
Josh using the ropes to get back to his feet, but Devantes looking to help him long. Fireman's carry.
He's elbowing his way out though. Measuring him up for another forearm smash. Devantes right back at him though.
He does not want to exchange forearms with Devantes.
And yet here he is doing just that.
Oh, what a solid headbutt. Oh, and a lariat that takes Devantes clean off his feet.
Wells put everything he had behind that last clothesline, and both men down center of the ring. I don't know if Wells has what it takes to come back after all those strong power moves that Devantes laid into him with. Devantes is almost back to his feet. Now he is.
Wells holding his arm. It looks like he may have hurt himself throwing that lariat. Fireman's carry into a neck breaker. 1, 2, 3. That's it. And Devantes wins his TIW debut here.
Impressive showing. You can see why both these guys were in the Young Lions Cup, but Devantes proving that he's the man.
It's a fantastic showing here tonight. It looks like he's definitely gained at least the respect of the TIW crowd here this evening. And it looks like Wells did injure his arm during that. CJ Scott out here to check on Joshua Wells. Yeah, he definitely did damage to the ligaments of his arm. Well, this isn't ballet. I've said it 1,000 times.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to TIW Snowball. Tonight, we got 2 title matches. We got a tag team title match where the Assembly of Sin challenges the Stepdads for the tag team titles. And the guru of Gondo Grapple Guy Sadlowski will challenge Jimmy Limits in the main event for the TIW Championship.
Want to talk about an underdog story?
But first, please welcome the GM of Truly Independent Wrestling, the Wolf, CJ Scott!
Well, he could have just stayed in the ring. He was coming back out so soon. Oh, he had to go get a new jacket.
here at the beginning of the show, and somebody backstage decided to make fun of the way I was dressed. And you know what? He was right. I'm the general manager of this company, and I've been taking it a little less each show, a little less serious. So now, I've decided I'm going to take it serious. I'm going to dress for the job that I have. I'm also going to take myself off of commentary. I got a little angry with Johnny last month, and I let my emotions get the best of me.
I wonder why.
I forgive you.
So instead of taking things
I'm a forgiving
personally,
soul.
I'm going to handle things professionally. I'm going to put myself in the back. Mr. Dominic Schmidt has stepped in for me this evening. Thank you very much.
No one cares. That's a little harsh. Well, that's rude. You don't clap for him.
And as Sean said, we've got a great show for you. So I think I'm just going to get out of the ring because you didn't all come to see the fat guy standing around here.
Oh, it's Saturday night.
Oh, wow! This is fantastic. I don't have to deal with Scott anymore. Mark Adam Haggerty's back.
I think the last time you saw his face was the last time you saw my face.
It may have been. I've only missed one of you.
It was me, right?
No, definitely not. What a glorious return. This is like the second coming.
I'm not sure. Usually Haggerty has bad news.
I've never heard bad news from Haggerty, not once in my life. Look at the standing ovation that he's getting.
Are you looking at something else? Are you
Right over there. That's a standing ovation. Standing ovation, standing ovation, standing ovation.
That's one guy.
That's three people. Although I don't think Grandma Maywell can sit. Look, streamers? No one's got streamers here.
Independent wrestling. It has been 8 months since I have been here before you people, but I am back.
Clap, clap.
My name is Mark Adam Haggerty. I'm the greatest general manager in the history of TIW.
Facts.
However, 8 months ago, Scott, or CJ Scott, oops, you ran me out of town. You fired me, Scott. But as these people know,
He tried to close the company down.
Plenty since then. In fact, you were fired, Mark. What are you doing here? Okay, Scott, that's fine with me. That's perfectly fine. You know what? That is an acceptable question. I was just about to tell the folks that they can see me every Saturday night on television with MLW.
Which is fantastic.
But I guess that's not the point. The point is, why am I here right now?
Yes, that is the question you have been asked. How about you answer it instead of wasting everybody's time?
You fired me from TIW, that is correct. You fired me as the general manager of TIW. You ran the Fun Boys out of town.
At least
But the
2/3
thing
of them.
is, Mr. General Commissioner Manager Man, whatever it is that you call yourself, the fact is I'm not here to be the general manager. I don't want to be in charge
Well, that's good news.
of some nothing company in the
That's
middle of
unfortunate.
nowhere.
That's true as well.
I am here as the ringside manager that I've always been. I found a way to return to TIW, and that is in the corner of a debuting star here tonight. So without further ado, allow me to introduce you to a man who's been featured on Chikara, a man who's been featured on Impact Wrestling, a man who will single-handedly help me return the Fun Boys to our grandeur. Please give it up for Tunku Amir!
Well, big words from Mark Adam Haggerty. He's back and he's brought new talent.
Oh, geez, we have to get up. You have to stand up. He told me to stand up.
I'm not scum.
You need to stand up.
The master of the Sing of Fists and the most dominant member of the Fiends Crucible. He is Amir.
Stand up. If he takes over again, you don't want to get on his bad side.
I'll take my chances.
TIW has been put on notice.
Well, luckily CJ Scott is handling things full control. As he said, he's going to take his position seriously. And I'm sure that this is not the last time we'll hear from him.
Your way in here. Whatever, I'm going to let it slide because I knew he was coming. And I've already got someone set up to face him right now. Sean, if you would, please.
Who's he going to find?
From Syracuse,
Randy Walker?
New York, weighing in at 199 pounds, he is the Moonlight Sun,
Seems like Wolf has got some plans of his own.
Well, you know what this means? There's a snitch inside the Fun Boys camp.
They pay you the big bucks to jump to these conclusions?
There's no jumping conclusions. How else would he know?
Well, one way or the other, the Wolf has got Mike Skyros, a man we are both very familiar with.
Very familiar.
The Moonlight Sun here.
One half of Killer Instinct. He is a tag team specialist, but Tunku Amir is just a destroyer.
Amir certainly has a great physical size, great physical specimen. Mike Skyros, no slouch in his own right. Speaking of slouch, Mark Adam Haggerty's running over here, clearing the way.
But Tunku Amir has something that Mike Skyros does not have.
A corner man?
Mark Adam Haggerty. Not just any corner man, Mark Adam Haggerty.
You know he tried to put you out of work, right?
Oh, thank you, Blackwell. I appreciate this.
What did he just hand you?
Don't worry about it. We're
here to do a
here
job.
At the Boys and Girls Club. We can do our job.
He looks terrible.
Well, that's rude of Skyros.
I'll give you one thing, Haggerty is a sharp dresser.
He is a fantastic dresser. He's an amazing ring announcer. He's a fantastic manager and corner man.
There's the bell, and this match is underway. Let's see if he can guide Tunku Amir to a first victory here in TIW. Skyros is taking him a little lightly. We'll see if that doesn't come back to bite him.
Tunku Amir channeling all of his anger and aggression.
The Moonlight Sun, Tranquilo in the corner.
You good? You clear? You cleansed?
Pops that mouth guard back in, and looks like they're gonna meet in the center of the ring. And ladies and gentlemen, if there was any doubt in your mind, this is a real fur that Tunku Amir came out with. We've got to hear the commentary desk, and it is real.
Skyros rolls through, comes up with an armbar of his own. Tunku Amir reaching for the ropes.
He's got wrist control, got that shoulder going the wrong way, but Amir powerful. Right hand using that to break the grip Get a side headlock on Mike Skyros. Skyros trying to work his way out of it.
Way too much strength there with Tunku Amir.
Tunku Amir definitely has the strength advantage. Skyros might be a little bit quicker than him.
And he does have an experience advantage over Tunku Amir. Nice reversal.
Pulls Skyros down by the
French braid.
Throws on a chin lock for good measure. Amir seemingly in control to start off this match. Maybe Skyros a little bit too tranquilo. Not taking Amir seriously enough. Hammerlock float over to the side headlock. Amir turns the wrist around. Bars the elbow. Pushing down on that left shoulder. Skyros off the second rope, dragging through arm drag.
Ducks underneath.
Around.
Spinning head scissors. Back up, catch him with a drop kick.
Fantastic speed.
And now taking time to taunt. What an arrogant jerk Mike Skyros is.
I've heard that said before, but I mean, would you say that Mike Skyros is more or less arrogant than Mark Adam Haggerty?
Mark Adam Haggerty isn't arrogant. He's confident in his ability.
You and I spell words differently, don't we?
Right, I'm correct and you're wrong.
One way or the other, Amir's got a side headlock. Skyros is working his way back to his feet. Amir switches it over, takes him into a hammerlock. Skyros trying to get the crowd behind him.
Skyros begging for support.
Maybe begging, but he's getting it. Slides through a great transition here. Snapmare takeover. Skyros is going to hit the rope. Drops the elbow. Skyros is tuning something up.
Ducks underneath. Kick the rope out.
Huge double stomp right to the small of the back of Mike Skyros.
Skyros lost his footing. He twerked his ankle and he just got stomped into the canvas. Tunku Amir is not playing around.
Mark Adam Haggerty on the outside, shouting commands, words of encouragement, I'm sure. Clubbing fist right up between the shoulder blades of Mike Skyros. Trading shots to the gut.
Skyros drags me on the wrong end of that.
Picks him up. Great show of power.
Can't get it.
Oh, Skyros shifting his weight around to bring it back down.
Second time's a charm.
Oh, and he's just breaking the back there. Got that torture rack.
Well, the Canadian backbreaker.
He's going to hang Skyros up on that top turnbuckle. Another clubbing blow.
Brings him back in the hard way.
Skyros crashing down to the mat, and he's been in a bad way. The power advantage. Tunku Amir really becoming more evident as this match wears on.
Not only the power advantage, but also the advantage of having Mark Adam Haggerty in your corner.
You know, you may have a point. You know, Skyros is trying to go out here alone against a very formidable opponent.
Fighting with a European.
Chopping him into the corner, and just as I was saying, as all hope might be lost, he was fighting out of it, and of course, as I say that, it gets turned around. Huge dumping vertical suplex. Just dumps him over. He doesn't need to fall back. He's got the power to get him right up and over. Mark Adam Haggerty on the outside enjoying that very much. Nothing but smiles.
Just taunting him with lefts right to the side of the head.
Trading some kicks. Skyros kicks his way out of it. They're going to call on the time. Big backbreaker. Second one.
Third time's a charm.
Still holding him. Just throws him.
Like the trash that he is. Cover. 1, 2. Out at 2.
Just a 2 count. You know, Skyros has ducked every single forearm that Amir has thrown at him. I gotta imagine if one of those connects, he might take Skyros' head clean off. So much power behind those strikes. Skyros has been lucky so far to avoid them, but
And I don't think that mouth guard's going to save him.
I don't think he's avoiding this. Looks like he's going for
the camel clutch.
Big old camel clutch in the center of the ring. Skyros gets his feet underneath him, stands back up, shoots him into the ropes, but eats a shoulder block. Down in the middle, he's going to try to roll through. Arm drag. Trying to get the momentum in his corner. Mark Adam Haggerty's looking a little upset. Goes for a shoulder block, not enough power. And Skyros rolling out of the ring, got rejected on that shoulder block. And breaks out from getting dragged in.
Lands on his feet.
Big clothesline. Throws his whole body into him. Needs every ounce of it. Oh, but Amir gets out of the way. Kicks the second rope out from under him again. Goes for that double stop again, but Skyros had it scouted. He remembers the pain from the first one. Spear.
That's it.
That might be it. Haggerty's already counted to 3. But oh, 2. Just 2. Skyros getting the shoulder up, showing a lot of heart here.
That's an indie 3. It's different than TV 3.
Locks in. That camel clutch. Not right. Face to face with Mark Adam Haggerty. Oh, and he's wrenching. Got his fingers in the nostrils, it looks like. Haggerty on the outside, adding insult to injury. Skyros is trying to get his feet under him again. He does, and he's got Amir up on his back. Drops him down. All his weight crashing down on top of him. Double stomp of his own. Right to the midsection. Skyros dialing it up.
Shining Wizard.
Oh, tries to get the kick off the second rope again, but Skyros hits that, and Mark Adam Haggerty's hand-picked competitor is vanquished in his debut.
What an upset. Definitely an upset.
And Haggerty's at a loss for words now. Give him a minute, I'm sure he'll catch his tongue. Right now, Mark Adam Haggerty's dumbfounded and Mike Skyros is victorious.
Mark Adam Haggerty calling for a microphone.
And that's the same bottle that Blackwell handed you.
Well, that is Blackwell. he might have poisoned Mike Skyros.
They do pay you by the conclusion that you jump to, don't they?
Well, if you never see Mike Skyros again, we'll understand he's been poisoned. He's a pirate. You can't trust him.
What was that? You were supposed to return the fun ways to greatness. What was that?
It wasn't greatness, that's for sure. Haggerty is fuming mad.
Well, he should be. Tunku Amir embarrassed him. Pa, you need to get a microphone for your job.
Cut the man some slack.
Still better than Persia.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our next match is a trios match scheduled for one fall.
Oh, you know what time it is? Clap, clap. We got to get you on board with this.
I'll clap when something clap-worthy happens.
When the Dignified shows up, that's clap-worthy. They're honoring you with their presence.
The teams of the Mars Justice.
Oh yeah, I forgot. It's been a while. It's been a while.
What would you do if Jamar Justice told you to jump?
I would say, how high and when can I come down? You're looking at the most dominant stable in the history of TIW. If not North America.
If not, huh?
If not North America.
Not, huh? The ironically named Jamar Justice.
Honorable Jamar Justice. There's nothing ironic
Yeah,
about
I mentioned the irony of that.
There's nothing ironic about that. Come on, Pike, get the ropes for her. The Queen, Kristen DeVille, and Dirty Ryan Duke.
Dirty Ryan Duke, now that's not an ironic name. That one's pretty fitting, I'll give him that. They hit the nail right on the head with that one.
You are not wrong. Who let these idiots into Goodwill?
Now, it's been a little while, about 8 months, since I've been in TIW. The Dillon Street boys are looking a little different from the last time I saw them.
They're looking a little bit different from last month. I'm figuring a Goodwill opened up on Dillon Street, and they hit the discount rack.
They're looking pretty fly.
They're looking even more ridiculous than normal.
Which is a difficult task.
It is a very difficult task. I can't wait to watch the Dignified murder these three.
Maybe new look, new attitude, new competitive drive.
Same idiots.
Yeah, kinda.
Watch this.
But one can hope.
Jamar Justice is right. He is a joke. So are these people. Listen to these idiots chanting for these other idiots. This may be the last time we ever seen Sean Miller by the time Jamar's done with him.
Well, Sean Miller, Jamar Justice are going to start this match off. Rolling out of the way of those big right boot stomps. Rolls right into the corner. I don't know, maybe Jamar should have gone for one more. He was kind of trapped there. Oh, ducks onto that big clothesline. Oh, chops the leg out from underneath the big man.
And then misses an elbow like an idiot. And Jamar's just baiting him in.
Well, Jamar's playing keep away.
Jamar's way too fast and athletic for this.
Oh, no tag. No tag? No tag. Reverse that tag.
Jamar says no tag. He's going to stay in.
Yeah, he wouldn't lie about that.
And Corey Bush is going to come in. Big high knee. And Dirty Ryan Duke of course, takes a swipe at him. Can't put anything past the Dignified, huh?
Here's Ryan Duke. No, stop it. Stop it. You're making yourself look stupid. Oh, he just punched his hand.
Talk about
Punch his
dirty.
hand again. Who punches a hand?
He did do it. Oh, and pokes him right in the eye. Just when he thought punching an injured hand was dirty. Ryan Duke steps his game up. Clotheslines him right out. Butch is real slow to get up. Ryan Duke's gonna let him get the tag.
Brattle Book Brett comes in. And here's
handshake tag out to the Killer Queen.
the most gorgeous woman in all of Massachusetts, easily. And he's bowing. At least he shows some respect.
Didn't go too well. Kristen DeVille not really feeling respect back. Big chop. Brett shoots her across. Goes under again. Arm drag, big arm drag. A lot of power behind that one. He's holding the hand up again. Goes for that right hand, spins her around, neck breaker.
This is awful. This is the worst thing I've ever seen.
I'm sorry for you. I truly am. Oh, what a clubbing right hand.
That's what you get for going after the queen of the Dignified, the queen of TIW.
Mars Justice getting the crowd to chant for DSB, but it's all in vain. Sean Miller's hung up. Big sidewalk slam.
That's it. Stick a fork in him.
Justice says he's got to do that.
Well, he does. If he tells
Just
you,
gotta.
if he tells you, he has to. He has no option.
It's like a compulsion. Shot to the gut from Ryan Duke.
Clobbering, in the immortal words of Dusty Rhodes. One of the boots to Sean Miller.
Sean Miller's on the wrong side of this ring. More boots. More taunting from Ryan Duke.
Choke him over the middle
Kristen
rope.
DeVille's on the outside. This is an illegal choke.
It's not illegal. If it was illegal, PJ would have put a 5 count on it.
Is that an illegal choke? He's got the tag rope wrapped right around his throat.
No,
PJ's distracted.
Yeah, I was distracted with PJ. I was paying attention to what diabolical things the Dillon Street Boys were going to do.
Diabolical. They can't even spell the word schemes.
Or diabolical. Or the. I don't know why they keep holding their hands up.
You know, I was going to ask you, I hope that you had some insight into it.
I have no answer for anything DSP does.
Kristen DeVille now working Sean Miller in the corner. Gonna make the handshake tag. Jamar Justice, and if you miss the sound of a tag, Jamar's gonna make it on the back. Sean Miller hits him with that Saito suplex.
Kick out at 2. Slow count, obviously, but
Obviously, of course.
thank you for noticing.
Everything.
We're finally on the same page. I like this.
Yeah, that's
this,
it, yeah.
this is going to work out well. I hope you come back.
He's got a handful of hair. Real honorable tactic there.
In all fairness, he was probably checking for lice.
Stomping on the leg, stomping on the arm, stomping on
anything
the
that
corner.
moves.
The Defiance has been in firm control for quite a while here.
The Dignified, never confuse the two.
The Dignified.
The Dignified.
Dignified. Here I am making mistakes. They welcomed me back with open arms and screwing it up on my first day back.
Regardless, you're still better than Peruzzi, and that's the bar that we keep you to. Ducks underneath clothesline. Ducks underneath the back elbow.
Doesn't have that far to duck. Oh, Oh, right.
Trips first day on his new feet.
Oh, there's a poke to the eye of Dirty Ryan Duke. I guess turnabout is fair play.
Come on, PJ, take control. You're
Sean
losing
Miller
control of
smashes
this
him
match.
into the corner. Both men are down. Now's the time for Miller to make that tag, get back into this. Crowd chanting for DSB. Corey Bush is right there. They make the tag. Clothesline. Back elbow. In comes Jamar Justice. Eats a drop kick. Leg drop. Rolls back through for a assisted splash.
Catches a slow super kick by Ryan Duke.
Bit of a slow count there from PJ as she was out of position. And this match is really broken down, but Kristen DeVille is in the ring. Corey Bush is in the ring. Now outside of the ring, it looks like he's looking for something to climb.
There's Jamar to make the save.
Bush takes a tumble across the ring. DSB's on the outside.
That's
held
it.
up. Handful of tights.
You know, you're supposed to stand and clap.
I don't know if a handful of tights.
There's no handful of
exemplifies
tights. You're out of your
dignity.
mind.
The Dignified, victorious here nonetheless.
Bow to the queen. There's a bunch of heathens around here. I hate Massachusetts. Bunch of fools in this town, I tell you.
Well, take one last bow to your heroes, Johnny Patches.
That's everyone's heroes. The most dominant faction in the history of TIW.
I thought it was North America.
TIW is part of North America.
Yeah, I guess in the same way that all squares are rectangles, I suppose.
And all weebles are wobbles.
But they don't fall down.
Exactly. Speaking of falling down, Billy Madewell, your official for this contest.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our next match is a singles match scheduled for one fall.
Dajae making her TIW debut here.
And her opponent.
In the history of TIW, I've seen a lot of questionable booking decisions, mostly with Paul Laporte and High Voltage Omar. I don't know who Dajae got on their bad side of to draw Ian Griffin for this contest.
Certainly a physical mismatch.
I guess we could talk about the size of the fight and the dog, not the dog and the fight, but little Chihuahuas and giant Rottweilers, those fights usually end the same.
Ian Griffin is definitely a big dog in this fight.
He's definitely not the Chihuahua in this analogy. I may or I may not have witnessed Ian Griffin murder a man 2 months ago.
Well, after Ian Griffin wrestles this match, maybe he'll fight the entire crowd.
My money is going to be on Ian Griffin.
He's almost twice as tall as her.
And twice as much as her. She's not backing down. There's no accounting for stupidity.
You know, you could attribute it to bravery.
No, this is stupidity. This is definitely stupidity.
Oh, and big clothesline in the corner. And a shove. Billy Madewell administering that count, but I don't think Ian Griffin particularly cares.
Can we notify her next of kin now, just so they can start driving here?
Oh my God, big boot in the corner.
Well, this is the first and last time we'll ever see Dajae.
Alive.
She had some potential.
Big knee in the corner. I mean, how do you fight out of this size advantage? I have no idea. I'm not a small person by any stretch of the means.
I am bigger than you, so I don't know either. If I was in Dajae's shoes, I would tap out and leave.
I think you need to be in the submission hold first.
No, you can tap out at any time.
I had a thought for a second that maybe she was going to turn it around, but absolutely planted by Ian Griffin, who's having even more of a breakdown. That's huge. Huge kick, and that's it.
Mercifully so.
And you might have picked the perfect word, mercifully. Nothing short of brutal, but
the last of the mutts is probably the most dangerous of the mutts. Maybe everyone else was holding him back the entire time.
Certainly seems that way after this, but it'll take a competitor up relatively the same size to really prove what kind of shine Ian Griffin's got.
Samuel Bolt, is that it?
I mean,
Jimmy Limits possibly.
I'm sure that's what he has his eyes set on. That's what my eye would be set on if I was in his shoes.
I give credit to Dajae for
she's up, she's waving off Billy Madewell.
Look at Denim. He's so hot right now. The hottest free agent of the business.
Syracuse, New York, weighing 195 pounds,
Denim, Kovic, one half of DNA. They made their debut here last month against the Dillon Street Boys. Denim in singles action.
They may have debuted here last month. It doesn't look like he won any fans.
Who wants these people as fans? They clap for you. They'll clap for anything.
You know, it hurts when you say things like that.
It's okay. We'll give you some tough skin.
Our next competitor. From Backwoods, Tennessee, weighing in at a whole 2 story and a judge, is Moonshine McCready.
Looks like the Dillon Street's cousin has come to town.
Moonshine McCready here, making his TIW debut. I don't think he's in any state to compete. He can barely climb the stairs. He can raise that jug over his head, though. PJ looks mortified.
I'm mortified. I can smell him from here. It's awful. This is
It's like a Scott Hall match.
Our next competitor.
Too drunk to wrestle.
and it's the money man, Damian Slade. Damon Slade definitely gaining a following here in TIW.
Yeah, surprisingly, I've seen Damian Slade other places, and he certainly does not get this response and this kind of a welcome elsewhere.
He has a much better attitude here than he does elsewhere. It's also who you associate yourself with, too. So I know it's been 8 months since you've been here.
Yeah, explain this to me, please.
So Korbin Dayne, this is actually Korbin Dayne, not the guy that we see that hit the Hot Topics clearance bin and uses hot cash to come up with his wardrobe and everything. You know, Korbin's a country boy deep down inside, so he tried to come out here and act like something he wasn't, this edgelord goth kid. And now we have the real Korbin Dayne, who's just a beer-drinking country boy that these fans like. You know, they always say real recognizes real, and he's definitely gotten a much better reaction now that, you know, he's no longer this character that he was.
Absolutely, and fans certainly reacting. Think they maybe see a little bit of themselves in him.
Idiots? Yeah, they're all idiots. So they're all losing to Denim. I don't know why we're even having this contest.
Moonshine McCready's still sitting and drinking in the corner.
I don't think he can stand.
Oh, he's standing. All right, things are going good.
He's stumbling.
I mean, PJ's really got to take that that jug away from him before he clobbers somebody.
Have you ever tried to take liquor away from a big redneck like that?
No, but
he might punch her. He's from Tennessee.
Rough. It's rough going, but I believe that's the job as a referee.
I think that Moonshine is only able to wrestle in Tennessee and Massachusetts because there is no doctor that would allow him out into the ring right now.
You need to go over there and find out.
All right, and yep. Gonna knock back a cold one and let this match start. Just Denim and Slade in the ring. They're not gonna waste time having some brews, having some drinks. They want to get right down to business.
You know, you can't win the match outside the ring. And Korbin looks like he just took a swig of that moonshine, and that's a much higher proof than what he's drinking.
Denim's just gonna brush off that offense, you know, take it slow and not let anything get in his head, which is probably good because the fans here don't like him.
Well, he doesn't care if they like him or not. They're the least of his concerns. Look, out of these four idiots in the ring, I was right the first time. Which one would you rather be?
Out of these three idiots?
Out of the four people in the ring, three of them are idiots.
Okay.
You know, so
which one's not the idiot? Can I be that one?
Well, Denim. Denim's so hot.
Oh, all right, yeah.
Denim's so hot right now.
Damian Slade shooting him across, jumps over, leapfrog, hits him with that drop kick. That's the second problem Denim's had today. I was talking to him in the back. He was complaining about just, you know, he was dating one supermodel and this other supermodel wanted to date him, and I'm like, dude, you're like one of three people who date supermodels. I can't relate to these problems, you know?
Only Denim can relate to these problems.
Damian Slade lands on his feet. He lands on his back. Moonshine McCready's, I don't know if this is a second wind or if it's a second water or booze or whatever you want to call it, but he's not staggering anymore. Denim gets him up and over. Blocks in that hold. I don't know about this. He suddenly got more balance than I've ever seen.
Did he drink himself sober? I've done that before. What a flipping blockbuster on both sides.
All right. I mean, I guess if you pass a field sobriety test, you're used to that kind of tightrope walking. And okay, D gets him up and over, hits him with that Ushigoroshi. Oh, huge double flatliner. Okay, D, I think he's going for the double pin, and that's it.
That's it.
He was empowered by that moonshine.
He flatlinered one man with another. That match didn't take long, but we saw a lot.
I don't know what switch flipped in Moonshine McCready, but that was some country boy nonsense. And Korbin Dayne coming in to pick up the scraps, and he does just that. Quick victory, doesn't break a sweat, back to drinking brews. It's the way to be.
ladies and gentlemen, our next match is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. First up, from Stillwater, New York, weighing in at 240 pounds, the Savage Damon Ravage.
Damon, Ravage, and Just Kase have no love lost for each other. I guess we're going to find out
Even I
who
know
his
that.
mystery partner is.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for me to announce my partner.
Everybody, please welcome the Wolf CJ.
Oh, wow. The man, he retired.
Well, CJ Scott's out here.
Oh, surprise.
Not in any ring gear.
Damon, I cannot possibly be your partner. I am retired, and you should know that. You retired me!
This is a fact. You're not my partner, but I wanted to see the look on your face when I introduced him. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome.
Sweet Money Montgomery.
Wow. Damon Ravage wanted to see the look on his brother's face. Distressed is what I would describe it as.
That's a pretty accurate description.
Day one of taking this job seriously, and it seems like he's almost lost control.
It's the return of Sweet Money.
I'm back, baby.
This is the first time we've seen him actually wrestling since the last time you were here, and he hit that, as we've talked about before, that ridiculous shooting star press in the rain off those slick ropes.
I would have closed my eyes if I didn't want to see how amazing it was. It was the scariest thing I think I've ever witnessed in my history of wrestling.
Does he know how to use the microphone?
We're gonna find out.
Probably not.
He is from around here.
I'll take the under. Well, see, I'm glad I took the under. You'll pay for my Cracker Barrel later.
Is this thing going?
It is now.
Listen, it's really hard to find some good friends here in TIW.
It's because you're a terrible person.
He is a terrible person.
Two on the new. I see the
Ravage
type of
wanted to
company
talk.
that you keep.
Ravage is a
Everybody here
fantastic
knows the type
being.
of person you are. Anybody who
He
knows
is
me
barely a
personally,
human
you know.
Are you thinking he's
All
a
my
savage?
friends are rednecks.
Not so much on the nose, but just in case.
The man he tried to cripple last month.
You make friends in odd places.
You know,
And I am positive that Redneck Randy lives in an odd place.
there's no question in my mind about that. Just in Case and Randy Walker have been across each other the last 2 months. Last month one-on-one, the month before in a four-way. I assume it's mutual respect, or the fact that, like Damon Ravage said, Just in Case is an awful human being and he couldn't find anyone else to team with.
Bitter rivals can make great friends. A little bit of rock, paper, scissors. Has decided that Randy Walker will start this contest.
The most sound strategy when figuring out who's going to start a wrestling match.
Second only possibly to odds and evens. And there's the bell. The returning Sweet Money Montgomery is going to start this off for his team as well.
He's offering Randy Walker a chance to get a new knee. Take the
easy peasy.
Take the money and leave.
He can, but he can. He can. Obama, yes, he can.
Let's see if Justin Kase can make a counter offer here. That is a lot of beer money. That is a lot of John Deere money.
Laying down. This is the smartest thing Randy Walker has ever done.
Just lay right away.
I mean, you can. Like,
Come on, I got money to spend. Okay.
He's got money to spend.
This looks like a Kevin Nash match. Oh, playing a little bit of possum there. It's like not to count the lights for sweet money.
Well, now this is theft. He paid him to do a service and didn't do the service.
I think he's got to take him to small claims court.
Beat me up last month.
yeah, why are you friends with him now? He hurt you.
He's got that wrist control, wrenching the arm, noogieing the head.
Ben Billy made well in the way. Some things never change.
Atomic drop. That'll put you in the hurt. Reverse atomic drop. That'll hurt you even more. Sweet Money might be thinking about getting the Savage back in the ring.
That's not fair.
Take a breather. Catch your breath. Call him timeout.
You got to take a lap.
Wow, shut up. Why can't I do that? What do you mean?
Randy Walker right to the eye. This is
Can we get some order here, Billy? Can we get this match under control?
drop, toe hold. Redneck Randy in firm control with a couple questionable maneuvers, but can't blame him, I suppose. Montgomery's going to take a little break on the outside. Damon Ravage is going to see what he can do. Hopefully not get poked in the eyes. Hopefully not get dropped across the knee.
He's calling for just in case. He's not scared of him, not one bit.
Case comes in. Oh, and I guess he's not scared of him, but he's not going to take any part of it.
It's called strategy.
He's in shape.
Damon Ravage is certainly leaning on his partner.
Damon Ravage is a tag team expert. He knows exactly what he's doing.
Get him out of the corner, ref.
He's making those quick tags to stay fresh.
It's definitely Saints fresh.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Irish whip.
Big splash in the corner by Justin Kase. Shoots him across the ring hard into the turnbuckle. Another big splash. Sweet Money has not been having a good time in this match so far. Huge back body drop.
I didn't close my eyes because I wanted to see him die on that.
I haven't seen that much hang time since
The Shooting Star Press back in July.
Money thinks it's the X Games.
I'm good.
Justin Kase, another hard Irish whip. He's in control, but he's going to make the tag out.
Handspring back elbow. That's a new one from Justin Kase.
He's calling for Randy Walker to give one of these a try.
I don't think he is capable of doing a cartwheel.
We're going to find out.
He can do that.
There it was, the perfect cartwheel.
That was the worst cartwheel I've ever seen.
It's an A for effort sort of thing.
No, there's no A
He's
for
taking
effort.
this class pass-fail.
Well, he fails. Unless we're grading on a bell curve, at which point he still fails.
Cowbell curve.
Cowbell curve.
Another perfect cartwheel. And the back elbow to boot. Big bulldog right in the center of the ring. Sweet Money has taken all of the offense. Damon Ravage was in for all of 30 seconds. Stood around.
He's staying fresh.
Tagged out.
We've gone over this before.
For when? Next month?
Yes, definitely. You got to worry about the future.
It's not about the destination, it's about the journey. And Damon Ravage is happy with his journey being to sit back and watch. And the crowd calling for a noogie.
And wasting time. This is what happens.
Drags him back down.
By the back of the neck.
By the short of the hair.
Back of the neck. That was completely clean.
Laying in those right hands. Dragging him into his corner. All right, let's see if Damon Ravage will take part in this match now. He's waiting for the tag. There it is. In comes the Savage. Yeah, there's a little offense. Now that his team's in full control. Shoots him across.
Sunset flip.
Tries to keep his balance. Gets taken over, but back to his feet. Big left boot. Right to the face of Redneck Randy, and now right couple of kicks between the shoulder blades for good measure.
Knee to the right between the shoulder blades. I was going to say the small in the back, but I would be wrong.
It'd be a real low knee.
It'd be a real low knee.
Shin lock applied.
Just in case trying to rally Randy Walker here. Back elbow. Another. Third.
Way out of this
trifecta. And he eats the buckles for his trouble. Turns around.
Randy Walker's on the wrong side of the tracks here.
Elbow to the jaw, followed up by a stiff chop. And the hot tag.
Oh, Ravage tags out, but he was not done with the offense. Takes a cheap shot on Justin Kase. Now a little bit of tag team maneuvering here before Ravage steps to the outside. Holds that tag rope.
Sweet Money heading up to the top. Looks like he's going to make it rain on the Redneck.
Oh, goes for that livestock frog splash.
Wasted too much time there.
Randy Walker's almost in his own corner. Justin Kase looking a little worse for wear after that cheap shot that he ate. Damon Ravage makes the tag. Justin Kase in as well. Squaring off. Oh, big thrust kick right to the face of the Savage. Wow. Loose thunder bomb.
DDT. Here comes the lariat. Oh, ducks underneath. There's that lariat.
Damon Ravage, the last man standing. Justin Kase now back to his feet as well. Gets a forearm smash, a couple more laps. Choking him over that top rope. And Randy helping out. Break it up. And Billy Midwell's calling for the bell. He's going to call this a no contest.
He lost control of this. He's calling for the bell again.
Billy Midwell really lost control of this. I'm going to blame Madewell.
There's security.
Security's coming in.
The next show, Justin Kase versus Damon Ravage, and it's going to be a singles match. And Damon, just so you don't think about walking away or taking a DQ, whoever wins gets a shot at the TIW championship.
Wow, you want to up the stakes.
That's one way to keep the competitors in on it.
No, we're not going to do things on your terms. We're going to do things on my terms. I'm the boss.
And I thought CJ Scott was losing control, but he's out here laying down the law.
Or rewarding them for bad behavior. It all depends on how you want to look at it.
Don't touch me.
We'll find out next month.
Pick up my money.
Randy holding Justin Case back.
You got to instigate everything, don't you? Shut up. You're retired. Nobody cares your opinion.
You shut up.
My opinion is what runs this place.
So how long before Scott has his big breakdown? 1, 2 more shows?
If anybody knows how to push his buttons,
It's definitely going to be Damon, his
absolutely.
biological brother.
Let's get for next matchup, and it is for the TIW Tag Team Championship. First, your challenger. These legs of the ring by Lucy Bowles, representing the Assembly of Sin, the team of Vancouver, and the TIW Berkshire champion, Samuel Bowles.
Assembly of Sin making their way to the ring. You can see in the hands of Akula, he's got the mask that belongs to the Nightmare King, Zayden Lin.
Zayden Lin not clear to wrestle here this evening.
But he is here in spirit.
Or he could be here metaphysically.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Oh, and Samuel Bolt disposing of his jacket. Davy's mom may want to disinfect her hair. I guess if you needed a partner, Samuel Bolt is a better option than Zayden Lin to some degree. Well, that's...
The team of Wayne Kruger and Randy Belmont, the Stepdads.
And here's who the people came to see, the Stepdads. The Rad Dad, Radley Belmont, Pop Bear, Wade Kruger. Wade Kruger's out here to prove that size matters.
And with that being said, we have Samuel Bolt, who may he may arguably be as large as Wade Kruger, but undead muscles, ligaments.
There's no science behind it, but it works.
Rigor mortis.
Samuel Bolt, the Berkshire champion, has been for some time, looking to become the champ here. That would be quite the accomplishment.
Makula looking for his first title here in TIW. those titles the Stepdads stole from the Dignified previously.
Stole is a weird way to say whooped out of.
No, if they had whooped them for the titles, I would have said that, but they were definitely stolen.
I was there.
So
I called that with you.
So you know that they were stolen.
I know that they were won in brutal fashion. A lot of good 45s died that day.
A lot of records were broken in that match.
I see what you did there.
We're going to have a lot of championships over here at our commentary table. And this match is underway. Bradley Belmont.
Yeah, they're the same height.
Yeah, they're the same height. Close enough.
That's right.
Go back to back.
If you're just gonna size it up.
Yeah, if you round up, the Rad Dad and Samuel Bull are the same height. Got to round up pretty high.
Back to that cowbell curve. The gods of Dad Bod getting the crowd behind him here.
Tricks him with the test of strength. Goes for one of those thick legs and just stomps him. Shakes him off. Belmont with some shots to the midsection. Now some pops to the jaw. Or I guess step pops to the jaw. Clothesline in the corner.
I could do this forever.
Number 2.
And he's not doing anything. He's making Samuel Bull mad.
He says he can do it forever. He's still going. Another splash. I guess forever meant 4 or 5. Maybe 6 now.
He's definitely winded.
Catches the leg. Oh, gets another one in. Forever never dies.
Well, Bradley Belmont is dead. He lived.
He died as he lived.
A full life until 2020. Decapitated by a zombie.
You hate to see it.
Happens every day. Happens more often than the media reports.
Clubbing, glowing now. Samuel Bolt's kind of just carrying him around like he's nothing.
There's the tag.
It's a tag. Wade Kruger saving his partner. Now they're thinking about a little bit of double team. Bolt stumbles back to his corner, and Vakula comes in against the much larger Wade Kruger. Bounces him off the belly. 1, 2.
Like it's a weapon.
3 pumps. Slams him down.
Using that gas tank he calls a stomach.
More like a spare tire.
Nice short European. Snapmare out of the corner.
Taking this at his pace. Kick right across the chest. Splash. Double axe handle splash. Vakula gets the shoulder up. And suffice it to say, Vakula is not faring too well against the much larger Papa Bear. Powers him up. Vakula slips out the back. Turns him around. He's going to try to lay in some right hands. Power of the punch, not there. Oh, but that right hand to the eye, that'll do it.
Imagine having your eyes raked, and when they clear, you get kicked in the face by Samuel Bull.
Do I have to? Can I just watch it happen instead? Assisted senton, I guess you'd call it. Samuel Bull just body slamming Vakula right on top of Wade Kruger. Crowd getting behind the Stepdads. Loving blow, just a monster of a man, Samuel Bolt is. Emphasis on monster. Kick right to the ribs, and that's a brutal shot.
There aren't many men in TIW that can match Wade Kruger, but Samuel Bolt is among them.
Yeah, there's not too many men in the Northeast that can drag Wade Kruger across the ring back into their own corner. Samuel Bolt does just that before tagging him Bakula. And
Ian Griffin and Jamar Justice, that's probably about it.
Bakula's grinding. That right hand into the eyes.
Bakula is definitely a big change of pace from Samuel Bolt.
A lot faster, that's for sure. Same amount of power may not be there, but changing it up, making good quick tags. Wade Kruger's been taking the brunt of this offense so far. Big forearm smash. Knocks him into the corner, drapes his arms over the top rope. Big chop, overhand chop. Kruger's trying to walk through it. Forearms and chops of his own. Big headbutt. Stops the momentum dead in its tracks. Pun intended. Another quick tag. Great tag team work by the Assembly of Sin. Another assisted splash there.
Leg drop. Standing moonsault.
There it is. Lands, that could be it.
Nice teamwork.
Absolutely. Lucy Bolt up on the apron, distracting the referee. Looking for another assisted splash, but Wade Kruger rolls out of the way. Samuel Bolt staring daggers at him.
Looks like he's baiting him in.
There it is, he pulls down that top rope. Out goes Samuel. Lucy's gonna check on him. Bakula jumps, gets caught. Pile driver. Center of the ring. Bakula could be out. Bakula could be joining the Legion of the Undead after that pile driver.
He already may be a member. I have no idea what's going on with this trio. With the trio of the Assembly of Sin. Wade Kruger looking to make the tag.
There it
makes it, but unfortunately, Samuel Bolt came in as well.
Bolt eats 2 drop kicks now, barely moves.
Running for that, look at that running knee.
Hits the high knee square in the chest. Sends Samuel Bolt to the outside. Rockabye suplex. Bradley Belmont's come in like a house of fire and somehow managed to clear the ring of the Assembly of Sin. Looks like it might be dad dive time. Hits the ropes. Right through, catches both of them. All 3 of these men down. Wade Kruger's down on the apron. Bradley Belmont shoots back up. Fast and furious pace now. Dragging the lifeless body of Samuel Bolt back to the ring.
Made him black with a few here ringside taking notes. Very vested interest in the winners of this match.
Taking notes, taking offense. Big headbutt off the top rope, but Bakula's right there. Breaks it up, only a 2. Wade Kruger's barely able to stand in the Stepdads corner. Bakula's landing some forearms between the shoulder blades of the Rad Dad. Side headlock. Belmont shoots him off, catches him around the midsection. Reverse the top drop. Big clothesline from Papa Bear. Great double team maneuver. Double high 5, but Samuel Bolt right there. Double clothesline.
That's what I'm talking about.
Crowd is booing. Benjamin Blackwell is yelling something into the ring. Bolt's got him about the throat.
Choke bomb. That could be it.
He should go for the cover here, but he's just...
Looks like they're looking to stick the fork in him. Or the final nail in the coffin was...
I gotta question that, but
rocket launcher.
Hits it.
That could be it. We could have new champions.
Absolutely could. Here it is. Wow. Bradley Belmont digs down deep just to find enough power to get that shoulder up. That might be the last gasp for the Stepdads.
Big double axe handle.
Papa Bear is in there trying to direct traffic. Bradley Belmont rolls out to the apron.
It's like he's looking for that stunner into the German.
Calls a shot, but Samuel bolts up on the apron as well. Axe handle to break it. Double clothesline either side of the head of the undead monster. Undead.
The undead monster.
Fitting.
That's the sequel. That's
Fitting mistake.
That's the horror parody of this.
Ula's going to try to box his way through the Papa Bear, but not going to work.
That 100% of the times.
He's up on their shoulders.
It looks like they're going to go for the Father's Day device. Lance Madewell beside himself. And McCool turned inside out. Father's Day device in the middle of the ring.
That's got to be it.
Trying to get in.
1, 2, 3. That's it. The Stepdads keep their hardware.
Your winner, and still TIW.
Seemingly to the chagrin of Made in Black on at ringside.
Les Madewell is livid. Lucy Bolt grabbing the title. I don't know who's going to get it from her, not me. You should probably go take that from her.
You know what? I
from
think,
her cold dead hands.
You know, maybe this is something for CJ Scott to handle, and she's going to give it back.
He is the commissioner, so that's his job. I like the way you think.
One of us has to.
I'm tired of it. Here, take the Berkshire Championship.
I'm going to pass on doing that too.
Yeah, as long as it's not near me, I'm okay with that because they're going to come for it, and I don't want to make eye contact.
You know what? Yeah, I'm going to try to hand it over, and no, and they're gone. You know what?
It's yours. Possession's 9 doesn't.
There you go.
You don't want that one.
Yeah, if you could just take that away from us, that'd be great. Perfect. Solved the problem.
Everything is coming up, Millhouse.
Now the Stepdads face to face with Made in Black.
I'm going to take your word for that as pie is in my way.
Someday.
Well, it's happening.
Keep dreaming. That's some chest.
Wade Kruger clowning on me, on Benjamin Blackwell there.
Hey. Thank you. That's gross.
You guys are the stepfathers.
Rub some dirt on it.
The real fathers of TIW.
They're grounded.
At least I'm a real dad. Drink this chick.
Good for you.
We heard enough from Made in Black during intermission. Hopefully, they just head to the back and deal with those grimaces on their face in their own way.
Stop putting wrestlers on your
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our next match is a singles match scheduled for one fall.
Tiana. I got it.
First up, from the Golden City, weighing in at 190 pounds, the Toxic Tower, Dayne.
Danny Adam with the biggest match of his career tonight, but also, what's the word I'm looking for? A defining moment in his career as he will go one-on-one with the legendary Brutal Bob Evans.
You know, you're really spoiling the surprise for people who are watching this later on.
Well, if they're watching on YouTube, I know you're old and you don't understand this, but on the little thumbnails, it tells you what the match is.
What? I gotta look this up. Go to altavista.com and prove that that's what happens.
To see how old you are, we're going to go to Fablefish.
And his opponent.
Cyberspace is awesome.
It's a fad. It'll be over in a couple weeks. Like dabbing.
Representing Tough Guy Inc. From Swamply, Massachusetts, Brutal Bob
A living legend of the New England wrestling scene, Brutal Bob Evans, makes his return here to TIW for Snow Brawl 2020.
Hey, I'm just putting something together. If this is going on that YouTube thing, CJ Scott promised me a cut of the VHS royalties.
Yeah, you should have held out for the Blu-ray like I did. See, he's a shyster. Now, if you had signed on when Mark Adam Haggerty was here, you could have got Laserdisc rights.
Aw, man.
It's the way for the future.
Maybe he'll give me HD DVD rights.
Fair is fair. That nice young lady gave me this. So.
Oh, okay, good. Definitely hold on to it.
You can't, it might be questionable, I don't know.
I think we'll be all right. Well, good. Absolutely. Ring the bell.
First time ever, Brutal Bob Evans and Danny Adam.
Show her respect there and start the match off with a handshake. And Brutal Bob is absolutely old school.
The experience advantage is almost as great as the size and weight advantage that Brutal Bob has in this match.
Hopefully Danny Adam can string together a little bit of that youth advantage. Brutal Bob, no offense, not much of a spring chicken.
Nope, he is definitely an old rooster looking over this hen house.
Collar and elbow tie up. Bob Evans knows his way in and out of one of those. Looking to turn that arm around for the hammerlock. He gets it.
Just way too much leverage advantage for Bob.
He's got almost a foot on the Toxic Terror, but
nice innovative reversal using his elbow to break free of his grip.
And Danny Adam is no slouch as far as technical ability goes, or anything for that matter. Bob Evans certainly has a power advantage. Let's see if he can use it, but Danny Adams somehow able to leverage him down on that headlock. Bob Evans pushes him off and he runs right into the big shoulder of Brutal Bob.
He's a big man. He's a big guy.
Danny Adams going to circle him, think about locking back up with him in the center of the ring. Good sport for sure. Collar and elbow, goes to that side headlock.
It was effective before, well, not effective this time. That shoulder block, still just as effective.
Another attempt, same story. Danny Adam is definitely going to have to go back to the well and try to figure out what it's going to take here to gain the upper hand. Bob Evans side headlock of his own. See, Danny Adam try to fight it off. He's able to shoot him off, but it's that big shoulder again. Danny Adam gets underneath.
And a fourth shoulder block. I would say he should have learned by now, but if he hasn't learned by now, he never will.
Get out of the way of the freight train when you do not want to be on the tracks.
feet.
There's some of that youth, some of that young spring in his step from Danny Adams. He's going to try to get underneath the arm again. There he is. Turns that wrist, rings it again. Oh, but he holds on, holds through. Gets dragged down, holds again, spins around. Here's that technical ability that I mentioned earlier. Bob Evans having a hard time to shake off this wrist hold. Back him into the corner. Oh my God.
And that's how Danny Adams got his jaw dislocated.
And don't get it twisted, that is a show of respect in its own way. Tabletop knocks the big man down.
Basement drop kick. Brutal Bob knocked out of the ring.
Catching his breath on the outside. Danny Adams trying to get the crowd behind him. Unfortunately, those gloves don't facilitate a good clapping sound. Oh, but a fist to the side of the head does. Bob Evans bringing the arm over that second rope. Smart, old school, brutal.
You know, Uncle Bob is one of the most likable human beings in the world, but you don't think they gave him a nickname Brutal because he's always good-spirited.
No, he certainly knows his way around some painful maneuvers. Locks in that test of strength grip.
Stiff headbutt. And another right to the temple.
That could knock you clean unconscious, trips him up.
Nice simple trip to get Danny Adams back to the ground.
Brings the arm over, pushes the knee into the shoulder there. This is simple but effective, and it adds an extra bit of torque on this hold. Danny Adams lucky he still has his right shoulder out from his left shoulder. If it was underneath, he'd be in much more pain. Now it sits up. Bob still got that arm trapped. Danny Adams working his feet back underneath him, able to stand back up. But he's still got to get out of the grip. That double wrist lock grip that Brutal Bob has on his shoulder. Punching his way out in the midsection.
Catches Bob with a super kick.
Another thrust kick, drops Brutal Bob.
All that work he did on his arm left his feet open. Way to improvise.
Goes for that splash. Bob Evans gets the knees up. Simple counter, very effective. That huge arm drag, there it is. Throws him corner to corner, pillar to post.
Let's go! Give it up? No.
Drag it back up, maybe look for another one of them.
Do you think when Bob finally rips his arm off its socket, he gets to take it home as a souvenir?
I think maybe he'll throw it to these lovely fans.
Maybe.
I say lovely, I don't mean lovely.
No, they're awful. I hate Massachusetts.
No shame, Danny. Come on. No.
As a New Yorker, I have to agree. I love TIW. I love the wrestling. I love the competition. But
yeah, definitely. These
the
people,
state, there's just something about it. I'm not quite sure what it is, but
if we could just have the show with none of these people here, it'd be the best show ever.
Empty arena matches all night. Yeah, I mean, I guess don't try anything once. Oh, he wrenches on that arm. Danny Adams in a world of hurt. World of trouble. Steps under it. Throws him down, drives him back in, looking for that short arm clothesline. Danny Adams off the ropes, hits a forearm, hits a back elbow. Bob Evans still on his feet, hits the ropes again, ducks under.
Big buff kick.
Finally dropping Brutal Bob. Danny Adams basically working with one arm now. Luckily his right. Forearm smash. Brutal Bob telling Dayne to hit him. Slap across the face. Set press. And now Danny Adams is hitting him for sure. Brutal Bob pushes him off. He's a little punch drunk.
Trying to get the best out of Damian. Trying to get him riled up, and it looks like it might have worked.
Second rope, Bulldog. Damian taking control. 1, 2. Just a 2.
Bob to get up. Oh, catches him like a child.
Just throws him to the ground. No grace about it, just power.
Another shoulder block that knocked him clear out of the ring.
Like a lineman just pulverizing a quarterback. Bob's going to go to the outside, drag Danny Adam back into the ring. He might be out. This might just be it. Billy Madewell counts like he has to remember specifically each number.
He has to start back over at 1 every time.
In his head, like before he can get the next one out. And both competitors back in the ring. Oh! A little bit of extra quickness there from Danny Adam. He hits that flatliner. That's it. Danny Adam steals one.
He took his shot, and that was his only shot.
The slightest misstep from Brutal Bob.
The second biggest upset of the night so far. With that being said, this could be Guy Sadlowski's night to walk away as the TIW champion.
Third time's the charm, you thinking?
Third time, or 3 strikes and you're out.
3 rights and you're left. Brutal Bob, Evan calling him for a mic. He's got some words.
Another great crowd here at TIW. Give me something.
Yeah, he's from Massachusetts. He's Marshall.
When did we meet, my friend? About 2 years ago?
About that.
I remember.
About that, year and a half.
A wrist lock from a wristwatch. You couldn't put 2 feet in front of each other. And then here you are putting down a 28-year veteran. Congratulations. Hell of a job, son. Hell of a job.
Brutal Bob, a 28-year veteran. I don't think Danny Adams 28 years old.
He is. 30.
Everybody knows how fond of you I am.
You age faster in the
So I want you to stay in here. Guys, the last time I saw you was June. I had 4 months clean. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm 18 days away from a full year. And as you all know, the people that have met me, as soon as you meet me, your family, and there's a reason I drive 150 miles, and now I have to drive back and go back to work, get up for church tomorrow. I got a busy day in front of me, but I would not miss this for the world. But what we need to do, and you guys know what I'm going to tell you, there's a lot of blue and white space up there, there's a lot of blue and white space up here. We got to tell everybody about TIW. We got to start again, y'all. Just like the old days, just like back in the church days, we got to build this up again. We got to get 300 people in here. We got to do this. And we got to do that. And I want everybody to hear me from the locker room to outside here in this building. I will not stop until TIW continues to be a shining star in Massachusetts wrestling. If you need help, help is available. Get it. If you can't message anybody to stay alive tonight, you message me. I'm on Facebook. Ladies and gentlemen, the man himself, Danny Adams. Congratulations. God bless you. See you soon.
Wise words
By Uncle
for the
Bob.
grizzled old vet.
I gave mine. I'll shake his hand too. Here we go.
He did that on purpose. He knew what he was doing. He's got a history.
Conclusions you jump to, John.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this next match is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. First up, weighing in over 500 pounds, the King of West Midwell and Benjamin Blackwell, Dayne and Black.
Two once loved fans or fan favorites here in TIW.
Yeah, I remember the days. Lance Madewell came out to the adulation of these fans. Not so much anymore, huh?
New year, new attitude. Honestly, I like it.
Move out of the way. There we go. There's another camera. I don't have to look at these weirdos anymore. Enjoy and remember this
Does
thing.
Lance Madewell ever stop talking?
Never. Not once, not never.
Wow. Hopefully CJ Scott found some, and here we go again.
I watched just in case knock him out. That was the last time he stopped talking.
Who in the world are we facing? I think he's gonna fight. I think he wants you. Who are the scrubs we facing?
Good luck.
Lance Madewell, he don't care. He wants the scrubs.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, their opponents.
Oh, we know that music. That's Pito Negro.
From South Central, and a combined weight of 80 years between
Cranio Ibero.
80 kilos. The team of Pito Negro, and Brawl.
They're being accompanied by Silvero Castro. I don't know.
You gotta roll your R's, John.
I
The Spanish names.
am not capable of doing that. I'm a mush-mouthed American.
You wanted a match? You think I've just got a bunch of wrestlers hanging out in the locker room? Yeah! Go ahead! Have fun! You wanted a match?
You gotta be kidding me.
You guys got
It's a very familiar looking flask.
They probably stole
I'm
it.
not imagining things. This is really what's happening right now.
Some confused fans.
Ooh.
I'm not gonna do whatever in the world that is for you to do.
Well, that's one way to start a competition.
Well, he used it before the bell, so
Technically illegal.
he broke the microphone. He hit Pinto Negro so hard.
There goes the bandana, and that's no good.
Chopping the life out of Pinto Negro.
Slams his head against that top turnbuckle. Another overhand chop.
Scoop slam in the middle of the ring. Made all of the ropes. Leg drop. And Pinto Negro out of the last possible second.
2.9 seconds. Big headbutt to the back of the head.
Yeah. See you, Hall.
Drag him back to his feet. Headbutt to the front of the head. Boo is right, dropping the...
Well, kneeling across the throat of Pinto Negro.
Legal choke maneuver. PJ having none of it, starting to count immediately. And quickly.
Palm strike to the side of the head.
Crowd cheering that Madewell sucks. He is firmly in control, and I don't think he gives a darn what these people say. Wild back shot, double clothesline.
This is Pinto Negro's opportunity to make the tag.
Hopefully he can see which way his corner is through that mask.
And Blackwell seems completely unconcerned on the apron. There's the tag. And Cranio Ebro for the first time, and then levels Blackwell. Flying back elbow.
Drop toe hold. It seems like Blackwell wasn't taking him seriously. Tiger feint kick. And Blackwell's in a bad way. There's that flask I mentioned earlier. I don't think you can drink through a mask, but what do I know about luchadors?
He's trying.
Well, now he's definitely ebrio. He's maybe a little too ebrio. Mas ebrio, mas problemos. Big gut wrench power bomb by Blackwell. Drives him back to his feet.
That's it.
That's gotta be it. Stacks him up. Holds him clean in half, and that's the 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Benjamin Blackwell, with Blackwell, Made in Black.
And Grandma Madewell giving her opinion of her grandson here.
Please.
And Made in Black with a impressive win here this evening. Now, just a tune-up for their tag team title match next month.
Grandma Madewell saying she's ashamed of Lance. Oh, I said that you were ashamed of Lance. I'm letting the people know. Strong words. Grandma Madewell unimpressed with the change in attitude of Lance Madewell.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going into our main event. Please stay tuned to our Facebook, the Twitter, our Instagram, and we'll have information on our next show. We're hoping to have the information by Monday, so make sure to tune into our Facebook, our Twitter, and our Instagram for all of that. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your main event. And it is for the True League Independent Wrestling Championship.
And you want to talk about possible career-defining matches.
And you want to talk about underdog stories.
Well, we've got both of them right here for you. And they're one and the same. Guy Sadlowski, he can make a big name for himself here tonight.
A definite fan favorite. It's almost impossible to hate Guy Sadlowski.
Sure that Jimmy Limits doesn't favor him too well.
Now, Jimmy Limits, with his second title defense since winning it back, the title had to be forfeited by Mr. Must-See Tyler Vincent due to medical reasons, and he defeated Kennedy Copeland and Fox Vineyard in a triple threat match 2 months ago. Last month, he made his first successful defense against High Voltage Omar, sending High Voltage Omar off to pasture. And I figure that's where all the washed-up wrestlers end up.
Now, here's something. Last I was here, Jimmy Limits, he was accompanied by one Mark Adam Haggerty. Of course, he wins the title back, TIW Heavyweight Championship.
I'm the only legitimate two-time champion in the company.
He didn't have Mark Adam Haggerty in his corner then, and now that Mark Adam Haggerty has returned, I'm almost surprised he doesn't have him in his corner again, but I wonder whose decision that was, whether Jimmy Limits chose to not have Mark Adam Haggerty back, or whether Mark Adam Haggerty is done with Jimmy Limits.
It could be a mutual decision. Either way, what's important now is Jimmy Limits has a title defense against Guy Sadlowski.
Guy Sadlowski sitting right down in the ring, zen as ever.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the next match is for the TIW Championship. First, the challenger. He is one half of War and Peace and the unknown guru of the Rabble, Guy Sadlowski.
Guy Sadlowski with his first main event here in TIW.
Fan favorite to the end.
And his opponent to my right, from Pleasant Valley, New York, weighing in at 220 pounds, he is your current TIW champion, Slade.
Some things never change. Jimmy Limits still getting booed out of the building. I mean, I suppose last time we weren't in the building.
No, last time we were outside, so
He got booed out of the parking lot.
He was already there. There's no question who the TIW fans want to win this match. There's also no question who's going to win it, and that's going to be Jimmy Limits.
You're already counting out Guy Sadlowski. You're a real negative person, man.
No, I'm just, giving everyone spoilers. This is spoiler alert.
Jimmy Limits. Fair play no more. Drags Guy Sadlowski into that side headlock. Pushing right back against those ropes, finally shoots him off. Shoulder block. Jimmy Limits has the size advantage in this matchup for sure. Guy Sadlowski, not unfamiliar with fighting from the bottom when he has to. Jimmy Limits got the waist lock, but Guy Sadlowski with that technical ability drops whole hold and floats over to that side headlock on the ground. He is wrenching on it.
He is one of the most technical wrestlers here in TIW.
Turnaround pig shoulder tackle of his own. Jimmy Limits gonna roll to the outside, maybe take a breather, and Guy Sadlowski gonna recenter himself in the center of this ring.
I'm not tricking. What? Go ahead,
Billy Madewell thinking about what comes after 1. There it is.
It's like 1, water,
Why is he sitting in the middle?
2.
Back him far away. Far away.
Jimmy Limits wants some space to get into the ring, but Sadlowski, oh, he's fast on him. Was that knee to the jaw? A couple of shots, Irish whip of Jimmy Limits. Strength advantage, size advantage, throws him off. Sadlowski, speed advantage though. Ducks under and catches Jimmy Limits with that boot through the ropes.
He's got Jimmy on his heels.
And now he's got his heels in Jimmy Limits.
There's the cover. 1, 2.
Sadlowski getting an early 2 count here. If he can keep up this frantic pace, he may be able to maybe catch Jimmy Limits off guard, maybe steal one, walk away with a victory here. Become the new TIW heavyweight champion.
Hammerlock looking for the DDT. Oh, drop toe hold. Misses the senton.
Sadlowski, I think it's safe to say he's got the speed advantage in this matchup. Flatliner into the second turnbuckle. Jimmy Limits trying to maybe slow the pace down, work it a little bit more his speed, or maybe just grind the boot into the face against the bottom turnbuckle. You know, whatever works.
Choke him.
This is the pace that Jimmy Limits prefers for sure.
Kick out at 1.
Watch the hair.
Dragging back up. Fireman's carry.
Oh, crucifix rolls him through. 1, 2. Oh, and another 2 count. Sadlowski looking good so far. Not so much.
Shotgun knee to the side of the head.
He was looking good so far. And then I immediately take that back because that knee was brutal and right on target. And all of a sudden, Sadlowski is on the outside trying to figure out where he is. Kids, you're in a wrestling match. You're in the biggest wrestling match of your life.
I don't think Guy knows where he is right now after that shot to the side of the head.
Jimmy Limits is going to remind him. Drags him up to the apron and bounces his skull first right off it. Hardest part of the ring, that apron. It's where the boards meet the beams and no give. Drags him up for a second one and just bouncing that head off. Jimmy Limits in full control on the outside here. He powers him up to the apron. Oh, but eats a short left hand for his trouble.
Senton to the floor.
Almost true cannonball takes him out. We can't see the action from here, but I'd see Guy back to his feet first. Quite the turnaround Guy's managed to pull here. Rolls Jimmy Limits in. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Just a 2. And Jimmy Limits is going to roll back to the outside. Sadlowski opting to not hook the leg there.
Going back out to the apron. This could be a mistake.
Thinking about it again. No, jumps over. Oh! Jumps over the first trip attempt. Doesn't see the second one coming. Now he's flat on his back on the apron. Not where you want to be. Jimmy Limits picking him up. Let's see what he has in mind here. Big. Swings him around for that scoop slam.
He's taunting the crowd. Crowd firmly behind Guy Sadlowski. 1, 2.
Just 2. Guy Sadlowski saves himself. Dragging Sadlowski back up again, gets him into another fireman's carry. Sadlowski fights out. Jimmy Limits drives him.
Billy barely getting out of the way. European rocks him in the corner. Another running European.
Big, heavy shots. Guy comes out of the
Sidewalk
corner.
slam. Right in the middle of the ring. This could be it.
Just a 2 count. Sadlowski, a lot of heart, a lot of fire, but that fire could be going out real soon if Jimmy Limits can keep up this offense.
Kicking guy in the side of the head.
Scramble your brain for sure.
You know, he may be making a mistake here. He should keep the pressure on him. Ducks underneath.
Side Russian leg sweep. Big momentum change. Lays back across Jimmy Limits. Another 2 count.
Guy can feel this title at his fingertips.
The crowd firmly behind him.
Heading up to the top, a rare occasion for him.
Sadlowski is certainly more of a technician than a high flyer.
He's wasting time.
That inexperience on the top rope, you can see it there. Jimmy Limits cuts him off at the pass. Fireman's carry. This could be it.
Power slam. 1, 2, 3. No, it got out at 2. Jimmy can't believe it.
Just a 2 count. Jimmy Limits is Jimmy Livid. Making sure Billy Madewell knows how to get to 3. Tells him what comes next. Stomps to the lower back of Sadlowski. He's going to apply a little bit more hurt. Driving that elbow down across the shoulders.
He's got the outer limits locked in. This could be it. Right in the middle of the ring.
Looking for that verbal submission. No place for Sadlowski to go.
Jimmy Limits ratcheting back.
No, Billy Madewell saying no. Sadlowski in a bad way. He's miles from those ropes. His only hope, maybe if he can roll Jimmy Limits over.
He's fighting out.
He scrambles out, throwing a couple short lefts. Fights his way back to his feet.
Jawbreaker catches him. Jimmy wasn't expecting that. Ducks underneath.
Catches him with that knee.
He's looking for that swinging neck breaker. He got all of it.
Absolutely all of it.
This could be it.
Turns him almost more than 180 around. Jimmy Limits.
Jimmy's out of it, but so is Guy. That took everything Guy had.
Both men working their way to the ropes. Jimmy Limits using them to drag himself back up. Guy doing the same.
Both men up before the 10 count. Ducks underneath.
Clothesline. Sadlowski looks like he's got a little bit more life in him. Ducks under. Atomic drop. Slam.
Belly to back. Guy's trying to roll over. 1, 2.
Goes to hook the leg, but Jimmy Limits able to get the shoulder up. Just a 2. Hammerlock.
Look for that DDT, firing back.
Limits rolls through, looks for that pump kick.
There it is. DDT.
That's got to be it.
He's got him.
1, 2.
kick out at 2. We almost had a new TIW champion.
Just short of becoming the hero of this night. The Legend of Snow Brawl. Sadlowski taking his eye off the ball. Pleading with Billy Madewell is not going to do anything. You got to get... And Jimmy Limits looks like he's...
Went back down.
He was up and now he's down. Maybe playing a bit of possum. Sadlowski didn't see it. He's not able to lift the dead weight. Jimmy Limits.
Guy doesn't realize how much he has.
Pops up, cutter! Huge cutter out of absolutely nowhere, but Jimmy Limits slow to get the cover. He's
going back to the outer limits. That's it.
Guy may be unconscious. He might be just right out. I don't even see him struggling. There it is. There's the submission.
That's it. And still TIW champion. And I was calling it the outer limits, but it's the limit breaker. I confused the two. That's my problem.
Oh.
And as you called it, it was Mark Adam Haggerty with Devantes, with Tunku here.
But he's not coming out here. They're putting the boots to Sadlowski, and Mark Adam Haggerty has words.
Back to the limit breaker.
I guess the allegiance is back on.
Let them go. They're fine. They're fine, Billy. Go get me water, Billy. Oh, there's Danny Adam and Korbin Dayne to make the save. Tunku, Amir, and Devantes getting out clear from the ring. Danny Adams calling his shot. That's for a title match. Jimmy isn't going to fall for that.
Mark Adam Haggerty's not going to fall for that.
I understand why you wouldn't take Dayne Adams seriously. None of us do. But you know what? I think that you can beat this guy no problem. In fact, I think you can beat both of these losers.
Hardly should I ever argue with the greatest general manager in TIW history.
Well, CJ Scott understands he's the greatest.
What do you think? Should Danny Adam get a shot at the title? Should Korbin Dayne get a shot at the title? Okay. Our next show, triple threat match, TIW Championship.
Well, that's some big news.
At the same time.
You suck.
Mark Adam Haggerty might have just dug Jimmy Limits' grave.
That's fine. The Fun Boys are alive and well here in TIW.
To be honest, the joke might be on CJ Scott. He thinks he's made a 2-on-1 match, but I'm counting 1, 2, 3 Fun Boys in total.
And those two are already